Hi everyone. Today we're going to look at how to add specific users to edit protected ranges in Google Sheets. Let's start with the fact that we use protected ranges either on a whole sheet or on specific ranges in order to limit data entry to certain users. The moment we share information and our spreadsheet with other users, when an editor is checked, he or she is given access to the entire spreadsheet. And just such protected data helps us to further delimit certain accesses within the table itself. To add specific users to our protected ranges, we can either use these settings at the time when we create the protected data range or after the rule is already generated. We can also make changes to it. So let's see how we can add protection to a whole sheet. We go to the Protect Sheets settings, and here we select Set Permissions. After that, we can choose either when this sheet is open for editing only to you, or when it is custom opened for editing to other users. And here, we can add or remove this access through the checkbox. There is also a function Show Warnings on protected ranges. We won't dwell on it today. You can learn more about the subtleties of data protection on Sheets in our previous videos. So we click Done, and accordingly, the rules are added. Let's now look at this again using the range example. We select the data range. Here we go to Protect, in the same way, only now we are working with range instead of sheet. And also here we can select Set Permissions. Let's see how this looks for a user without access. We're removing access, leaving it just for us, saving the rules. And now, when we go to another profile of a user who uses this table, when they try to enter some data, they will be shown an error that this range is protected. And accordingly, where we have no protection, we will be able to enter some values. A very important fact about who can edit is that if you have access to a range as a user, but not as the owner of the table, when trying to change the settings through the rules here, we cannot change the permission because only the owner of the table can access the protected range. Accordingly, if you don't have access to a certain range, you should only ask the owner to give you other permissions. Otherwise, the users who have been granted access rights cannot share these rights further. In order to change the settings after the rule is created, we go to our table under the Creator account. And after that, to check all the rules, we go to Protect Sheets and Ranges. When we go to the different sheets, we see all the rules that are in effect on the protected ranges. To add and change our settings, we go to Change Permissions and custom select the users we want to add. After that, we click Done and Close for editing. Let's test it. Go back to the user's account and go to the page to which we have been given access. Accordingly, if we enter any values on this page, they will be entered. But we should be very careful with protected ranges, especially if they contain formulas or something important, and distribute accesses to the table correctly to avoid table crashes. That's all for today. Give it a like if you enjoyed the video. If you still have any questions, ask them in the comments.